All right, hello folks, and welcome to REDDOG.TV. My name is Sting REDDOG here, bringing you a match. Hopefully, it's going to be starting soon. We've been the players have been plagued with with ping problems to servers. They've all just reconnected, and it looks like we are going to get started here pretty soon. I'm just going to put up the teams now, since it looks like the final person we are waiting for ping to calm down. It has. So it looks like we are going to be playing. Today is the map Summit and Vale. Since the server is already loaded on Vale, it looks like we're going to be doing this one first. Alright, and I'm just going to let you guys know through chat. Alright. So, let me close this. It looks like we are going to have an exciting time. Alright. I have to get this started here. And we're going to get this started. Wonga versus Virtual Selection here on Vale. I'm just going to ask if we're all ready. Sorry, I'm not talking to you guys, I just have to start this up. Alright, so it looks like we're going to start soon. Both team leads have to call ready. Wonga is going to start as Marines, and BS is going to start as Aliens. Alright, so before we, we have a ready call from Wonga, and soon a ready call from BS, so just waiting on, okay. Sorry, usually we have a ref doing this, but we have a new ref today. Really cool guy. He's just learning the ropes, so I'm kind of helping him through it right now, and we will get this started soon. So usually my ref is Yaluzin, who's a really awesome ref, gets everything taken care of, and I can chat to you guys always. So ready here. So we're waiting on VS to be ready. They're just talking their last bits. Pings are looking good. Stream is looking good. How is everyone doing today? I have had such a busy day this morning with work, trying to get a lot of stuff done before the cast today. Casted some really great matches yesterday. If you missed it, Yo Clan versus On Fire. Check it out, youtube.com/StingRedDog. If you weren't there and you missed the round 4, check out round 4. There's something awesome that happens right in the beginning of round 4, and then something really awesome that I've never seen happen in a competitive match right at the end of the match. You'll see something die to a piece of tech, and people took screenshots of that because that has never happened, at least to my knowledge, in any NSL competitive match, and it was really fun to watch. And I believe I have a screenshot of it as well, so. So it looks like we're at Raffle. The ref is going through some of the lists right now for names, roster names. So today the lineup for WongaNS is Mega, My Own, Izzo, Nobody. They have a Merc, Kella, and then they have Alice. For Virtual Selection, we got Chris, Aristote, a Merc from Duplex named Beta, Loop, Ben, and Lucho. Okay, so there's a little bit of problems with the roster right now. Okay, so they're just checking the rosters because of these mercs, and just to guys let you know league rules with the mercs. Basically, they have to be signed up on the site. And a team can use a merc if the merc is their same division level, like on a team, on another team that's in their same division or lower. You cannot use a merc in a higher division. Now, obviously, in this tournament with these two teams, Wonga and Virtual Selection, they're in Group A, so they can basically use any mercs that they want. However, the mercs need to be confirmed on the roster on the NSL site. Otherwise, they cannot be used, and they just got confirmed for the merc for Kella for Wonga. So one merc on each team. If you don't know what a merc is, it's short for obviously mercenary. These guys are when a team falls short of members to play a full game, they can get anybody that is in their same division or lower to come on and basically ring for them. So you may have called ringer. Okay, so there's ready from both teams. Here we go. We're just gonna reset. And here we go, guys. WongaNS versus Virtual Selection here on Vale. Round 1. And here we go. So they're just jumping in the chairs right now. Need to get someone in. And here we go. That's the start. Virtual Selection starting as aliens in subsector. And we see Wonga, as always on this map, as Marines in control. Seeing Alice, Izo, and Kella move over to the east side, while Nobody and My Own moves west. So 3-2 split for Wonga, while Virtual Selection rushes straight into Nanogrid. You see the Cis chain moving there as well. Beta and Aristote in Skylights. Aristote in the vents there, watching Nobody build that RT. Seeing Alice and Kella. Izo move down into C12. Alright, and now we're seeing Loop and Ben make a little bit of defensive perimeter here in East Junction. As these guys come through, Izo, Kella, and Alice moving in. Meanwhile, on the other side, a little bit of cat and mouse action happening. Aristote popped his neck out of the vent, gets shot up. See now, no kills have happened yet, so first blood has not been taken. Alice, Izo, and Kella moving in from East Junction into Nanogrid, up against a gorged up Hydra farmed Nanogrid. They're gonna try to move in. Lucho, Ben, and Chris in there, so 2 gorges. Loop is right behind him, and it looks like they're waiting for timing to get on these Marines. Looks like they are making their move against these guys. Kella ends up going down. Kella takes out Ben with really low health. Nice med packing there from Mega, who's their comm. Alice ends up going down. Kella is the only one left against these gorges. He may look at that. Nice med pack there, and Chris gets out of there with very low health. Lucho, 20% health, and Kella is still alive outside this Nanogrid fight that's going on. Holy cow. Beta, Chris, Ben, and Loop now surrounding Kella. Let's try to get from his point of view as he's running out. He's got Skulks on his heel, and look at that, perfect. He's shooting down a hallway, trying to bait them down a tight hallway. You want to do that, you want to extend your range, and look, he's done it so well that enough time has passed by that he gets reinforced by Izo. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, while this is going on, we have a gorge going down in system waypointing to a Marine. Kella and Izo, that was putting pressure on Nanogrid, has moved on from there and into system waypointing, putting pressure on the north side as well. So we are seeing now that RT has been lost in Skylights. Nobody there is just sitting there waiting for another drop of an RT. This is great. Virtual Selection has moved right into Nanogrid. Now, this attack has kind of delayed the drops from the Harvesters. That was kind of really smart from Chris, who is Virtual Selection's alien comm right now, because it was under pressure so early in the game, he didn't want to drop those and end up losing Nano and then end up losing that resource cost for those Harvesters. Just gonna go ahead and turn up my volume real quick here because I believe the volume's a little bit low. So we're just gonna put this up just a bit. Alright, sorry about that. So Kella, Izo, and Alice now moving in from East Junction. Again, this trio moving in, putting pressure on Nano. Those harvesters have now been built. Virtual Selection going with a Crag Hive, which is quite interesting. In the new build, Crag Hives Crag Hive openings haven't really been that popular. And look at this, they're just coming around the corner. Kella, Izo, and Alice moving in with Lucho. We're seeing one skull converging onto this. Lucho is going to end up going down, and this is in trouble. The Hydras now are in trouble over here on the south end of Nanogrid as these two skulls come streaming in, and Beta does get killed. Ben does take down Alice, but he gets taken down by Kella, and Loop goes down, leaving Kella in there alone. Look at all those med packs. That was extremely expensive. Look at their team res right now. Oh my god, that was really expensive. And basically all they did was kill life forms, and they didn't take any harvesters down. So that was definitely a loss. That engagement was definitely a loss from Wonga. Even though they took down a Gorge, they only cost 5 now. So not a big loss as to losing all that res on med packs, and obviously losing your Marines on the map. Aristote, Loop, and C12 in the dome. I'm sorry, Aristote and Loop in C12, passing by the dome. And on the other side of the map, we're seeing nobody, and Beta. Nobody going down. Kella coming around the corner, about to slap Beta off of there. He's got really low health, just a couple shots. He does take him down, and that RT is at 79%. Look at this drifter placement around the map. Drifters all over the place, still 250. These guys are no longer perma-cloaked anymore, so they can be seen. They do help build. Alien buildings build at 70% speed without a drifter. With a drifter, they build 100%. And now, Kella and Nobody moving into Overlook. We're seeing now that they just killed a drifter. We're seeing Beta launch himself into here as he's going after Kella. He does take him down and going after the other Marine. Great job! Great fighting there against Nobody, and pushes them out again. And they are moved back into their base. Great job here by Virtual Selection, sending these Marines back. If you remember my interview with Archaea, and it still holds true with this new build, as a Marine, your most important resource on the battlefield is a Marine that's alive. You do not want them sent back to your base. Great job. Aggressive phase gate moving up, being put up here in the dome. This is really going to allow them a lot of movement around the map if they are able to hold this. Now Alice taking down Aristote and Ben with his pistol in there, but not enough. Beta and Loop takes down that other Marine, and Izo now coming in against these two, taking down Beta and also taking down Loop. Great job there. A lot of med packs being dropped here, which is quite interesting to see. Spending so much money on these med packs, I don't know if I would be dropping that many. Remember, med packs no longer have a delay in dropping. I know that went back and forth. They added a 0.3 delay in dropping med packs, but they removed that, so you can actually span med pack drops now. However, what they did add is a 0.3 delay in Marines picking up med packs. Big difference in keeping your Marines alive, and no longer can they just span med packs and keep them alive forever. So now we've seen Wonga positioning themselves and moving into Pipeline. We're seeing now that Alice moving into Cargo, positioning himself there. 3 Skulk Line moving down into System Waypointing, passing by Nanogrid. So this is still anyone's game at this point. We have Beta at 39, Loop at 40, Aristote at 40, and Ben at 40. So 4 Fades can come out right now. Of course, they'd be vanilla phase, as in they would have no upgrades, because upgrades now cost 2, 3, 5, and 8, going up from Gorge all the way to Onos. So those upgrades, 4 Fades cost 5 each, so a fully upgraded Fade with all 3 traits is now 55 total personal resources. Izo and Alice moving into the dome. You guys saw that phase gate went down in the dome. Another one is going up. We're seeing that cargo has been sifted in with virtual selection. And it looks like, let's take a look at the resource tower map right now. 5 resource towers lost for Wonga. Virtual selection at 2. Team kills, 21 and 20, so pretty even in terms of engagements. And team resources map is still bugged. Fades are out on the field. 4 fades, so we have a fade-plosion going on right now. And these guys, Beta, I don't know about moving in alone. Look at this. Why are they streaming in one by one? So Alice and Izo there holding. These fades have streamed in. They're okay, great. They went to each side. Look at that. Mines going down everywhere as they're blinking over them, but too late or too little. And those get exploded. My own is coming in around the corner. Death Cam strikes again on my own. And we see Kella coming around the corner. This is not going to be good for them. Alice comes through the phase gate, and these fades are all over the place. Great job there by Wonga getting those guys out of there. 4 fades still on the field. They didn't lose any, and they're fixing that phase gate. But now, I mean, look at virtual selection. Look at this. They are floating almost 100 res. So much that they are in a very good position. Their economy is running strong. Beta swiping down Marines left and right here. And this is the problem. This is a problem when you're getting close to early mid-game. This is a problem when you don't have shotguns or armor 1 or weapons 1. They are going down in heaps, and virtual selection is taking advantage of this. Okay, when the fades are going to come out, fades are not scared, especially these new fades. They are not scared from an LMG. What they are scared of now, that they weren't really scared of in vanilla or build 249 in previous, is shotguns. Now, shotguns have just been researched just a few seconds ago, and these guys went back to the base, grabbed them, so they're definitely going to need them. There's armor 1. I don't know if these upgrades are coming out a little bit too late. Wonga is having trouble holding onto this phase gate here in the dome, and if they're having trouble holding onto the phase gate and dome, they're having trouble holding onto resource towers everywhere on the map. You're seeing C12 under attack here. Izo just comes in and pushes away Lucho, but Beta comes in from the other way, almost gets tagged, and we're seeing a big push here on the dome phase gate where these guys are definitely fighting it out. Oh, and a fade is down in that fight. Over commitment there. It looks like they really wanted blood, and they lose a fade in that fight. Really good trade-off in favor of Wonga for that fight. This is where the aliens I've seen in this new build, this is where they can get in trouble. If mid-game to early late game, they start losing life forms, and obviously the Marines have all their upgrades, it is so tough for them to get some sort of foothold back onto the game and some sort of momentum back. So I hope that doesn't happen. They already lost 1 fade. They really need to be careful with the other ones, and we're seeing a big rush happening in control. There's the beacon, 50% on that phase gate. It's not going to be enough. They went there with Chris, who is the Gorge, and they were trying to bile bomb that down. This guy better be in trouble. Beta does take down Alice as he runs out of there. Wow. All right, so they are trying to now pick and choose where they're going to try to get these guys out of here. I think they should still work on the economy. Lucho now working on the RT there in topographical, however in C12. Izo there with a shotgun going down to Beta, and this RT is going to go down. Kel is not going to make it there in time, 2%, and they dropped the cargo hive just a few seconds ago. With all that money, I don't know, they could have dropped that. They could have dropped that a while ago and started that process. Gorge Tunnel now halfway researched. 3 shells have been down, which means Carapace and Regeneration are at 100% effectiveness. We see Loop working on the economy of Wonga in pipeline. That's going to go down. That's going to drop them down to 1, which is their main extractor. They don't even have their naturals right now. They don't have topographical or skylights, which is really, really bad position for Wonga to be in. They really need to work on their economy. They're not paying attention. They're paying so much attention to this dome. And Virtual Selection, I mean, to pat them on the back, they're doing a great job hitting Wonga all over the place. Can you see this? Wonga is having to respond all over the map. They can't stop responding, so they can't, like, basically get a team together. And all of Wonga is dead right now except the commander, and they are grinding on this phase gate in the dome as they respawn back, and this may turn into a meat grinder. Phase gate to 58%. And, you know, the structures that are being damaged, like the phase gate and stuff, that takes time to repair. So that's another Marine not on the field. They don't have a robotics factory out, so that means they don't have mechs that are going to help and take the time to repair these. We're seeing Loop 58% on the pipeline RT. That is going to be really good if they can take that down. Cargo Hive has been finished. Let's see what Hive they go through next. They have the choice of Shade or Shift. We're seeing Shade being very, very popular lately. It really helps. Ben almost overcommitting to that fight. And we're seeing one Marine, my own, in Cargo, up against Chris, who's that Gorge. Successfully spitting him away, and here he comes with two other Marines as they come in with shotguns. So the rest of Wonga needs to respond to this, and here they come with the fades. Deathcam strikes again on my own, and the fades and Skull clean that up. Nobody is trying to hide behind this crate there, and ends up going down. Meanwhile, back in the dome, look at this. This is turning out. Now, what would really help Virtual Selection here, what would really help in with Virtual Selection right here, and looks like they lost a player already. I think they're calling good game. Either that player left. Nope, they're in ready rooms. So I think they're calling good game right now. It's not official until they do. There we go. Good game, Wonga. Virtual Selection, wow. Pulling that off. That was crazy. So round one goes to VS. We're just gonna wait till it's official. Virtual Selection wins that first round. And here we go into round two. Alright guys, we are back and we're going to be starting round two here once ready calls are given out. Wow, what a game. Now, you know, some of the things that Virtual Selection should have done to help their team more, I know they won already, but I didn't see any microing of drifters, and that is so important. If you are an alien comp, enzyme from your drifters, I mean, completely change engagements. They can completely turn them around, and they also help you can take down any structure so quickly if you're there with a drifter enzyming. And also he had a Crag Hive, so he could have mucus membrane as well with that drifter, which means that's a heal over time. So basically he could have really supported his units on the field. So I'm curious as to see why I didn't see many, much microing from Virtual Selection's Alien Calm, but they still won. Still a strong game. Wonga losing a lot of ground, losing a lot of engagements. I'm just gonna ask him for a ready call. Alright, so this time we're switching sides. Zephram is in here. It's another NSL. So it looks like we are going to be looking at the Mercs here. So Zephram will take care of this. This is natural selection 2 drama right now. So basically, Wonga. So basically, Wonga accepted Beta as a merc, and it looks like now they're just kind of stating that it's a little bit unfair. I don't think they're going to change him out, but we're going to let the ref take care of that. Alright guys, so welcome everybody here. While this is being sorted out, 63 of you in here watching some great NS2. We will do a raffle cast. If we hit the raffle cast goal today, it'll be a lot of fun. So tweet out Twitch.tv/REDDOG.TV, and we will we'll get some more viewers in here. Maybe some people that haven't seen NS2 before that want to. It's a lot of fun. So. And it looks like we're going to find another merc here, moving into round 2. They've just been requested by Zephram, who's kind of like the head ref right now. Alright, so we're going to let them take care of that. I'm going to take a look at who is here watching this great show. So PS3, welcome. Kef, Bio Diablo, how you guys doing? Phoenix, Oid Hipson. All right. So yeah, let's while this is happening, we can kind of talk about what happened in that last round there. So virtual selection really held on to that nanogrid expansion. I think one of the things that we see here is Wonga was spending so much time trying to save their base in the dome. They were being pulled left and right because VS was all over the map. They had dedicated RT harassers, RT biters across the map, and really hammering Wonga's economy. At one point, they just basically they only had their control extractor and the one all the way over in pipeline. So basically, once the pipeline one went down, it was over at that point. I mean, there's no way they could have recovered. Virtual selection had so much control on the map. Now, one thing what's weird with VS is, yeah, I mean, I know you guys are talking about it now, why he floated so much res and didn't drop that cargo hive. He basically had that secured. I mean, they had that phase gate in the dome, but it, based on what was, basically what was happening in the dome was being contained. So having that phase gate there wasn't really a problem for VS, so they could have dropped that cargo hive pretty early. So we're gonna move into it. It looks like there is no other merc here. It looks like Wonga, so Wonga basically is very pissed right now that was accepted. Alright, so they're going to be going. Alright, so we are continuing with this match. So here we go, guys. Oh, drama, drama, drama. I mean, to be fair, you know, Kella's, Beta's KD ratio was kind of nuts during that first round. So, looks like we're just waiting for a ready call. All right, well, that was fun. Hey, Wasabi's here. How you doing, man? How was your trip? You took a flight somewhere recently? All right, so we have a ready call from Wonga. We need a ready call from VS, and we'll get this thing started. Tournament mode doesn't work right now. That's why we have to do a vote. So you guys know. Okay, so we're just waiting for a ready call from VS and we'll get this thing started. Wonga has already readied. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, youtube.com/StingRedDog has a bunch of matches that I've casted in the last few days. Some really, really great ones there. You should see Radical versus Taw. Those matches are crazy. Round 3, I believe, on that one was pretty nuts. 30 minutes, and holy crap. What a back and forth. It's very exciting, very exciting. Let's see what else. What other matches? On Fire versus Yo Clan, and then I believe I did Sonoman versus Quaxi. So they all run together after a while when you cast so much. How's my sound levels? Are the sound levels good? Let me know, because I played with my mic settings a bit. And yeah, I saw someone there, they're like, oh yeah, if a Fade died, Red Dog would be going more nuts. My voice actually does hurt from yesterday, or for the last few days, so I'm trying to keep it easy right now. So, but I'll get back into it as this goes. So we're still waiting for a ready call here. So make sure, we just had our sale weekend, so there are a lot of new players here in the community. So if you join a rookie server, or you notice someone with their green name there, help them out. Don't get frustrated with them, especially if you're a veteran joining a rookie server, because well, if they frustrate you, then don't play on a rookie server. All right, here we go. Alright guys, here we go, we're gonna get started. Round 2, virtual selection versus WongaNS on Vale. Alright, so here we go. Virtual selection starting as Marines in control, and WongaNS starting as aliens down in cargo. And this match is underway. We're going to see Wonga split off, coming outside of cargo, doing I believe a 3-2. Or not, a 2-2 with one stain, I believe, in base. There's a T-Res Gorge going down in the base, so he was waiting for that. We see VS doing a 3-2 split, Loop, Beta, and Ben in topographical. And they are going to meet Nobody and Alice. Crag Hive start for Wonga. Mines are almost completed for virtual selection. And there's that Merc Beta, the guy that everybody is talking about. Izo coming down in Skylights. Looks like he's going to try to sneak to buy this, but Lucho is sneaking around as well. Knows that he's there, and is going to try to force him back into vents to just delay. Nobody and Alice fighting Ben and Loop. First blood has not been pulled yet. Alice does take down Loop. Ben and Beta comes through the vents there, taking down Nobody. And Alice is now alone in the dome, sandwiched between Ben and Beta. This is not where you want to be. Ends up going down as well. And we're seeing Izo there in Skylights trying to sneak by. Lucho does see him and is calling out, and he's going to get pinched between these two Marines. He's trying to get out of there. He does. Wow, I can't believe he actually made it out of there alive. Beta and Ben building up C12 right now. Seeing a Drifter over there in Nano, helping build those RTs. Aristote and Lucho moving into Overlook. 99% built on that power. That's definitely what you want to do. That strategy hasn't changed, or that practice hasn't changed since vanilla. And nobody really low. Alice taking down Ben is going to run away, and they're going to try to take down Beta. He leaps at him and goes down. And Izo coming in does take down Beta. Loop is the only one left against Izo. Comes around the corner, does end up taking him down. Great job there by Izo as he moves into Topographical. Power up now in Overlook, RT up in Overlook as they move down into Subsector. Extending really, really far into the map right now with no phase tech research. Lucho and Aristote building up Subsector. 0% and the blueprint down for that RT. We're seeing Gorge, my own in Nano with a Crag there. No shells down, so no trait upgrades for Carapace or regen for Wonga. Virtual Selection sitting on 5 RTs with their 6-1 as a blueprint. That's down in Subsector. Observatory now has been completed, so we're probably going to see phase tech coming up soon. Wonga taking down the RT in Skylights. Loop and Ben now moving into the dome. And they are being stalked by Alice and Nobody as they come in there. These guys are being very quiet. It looks like they're going to stop, let them go, and they're going to stop and take out this RT. Now Beta is coming in alone from East Junction. And these two, Loop and Ben, have moved into Pipeline. They know that they're there. Alice and Nobody left the C12 RT alone. Phase Tech now has been completed. It looks like Virtual Selection may be going for a phase gate in Subsector or Pipeline. If they can keep these guys alive, they are. Look at all these med packs being dropped. Loop and Ben, there's a scan. They're going to be joined by Beta, so that area of the map is definitely going to be locked down pretty hard. Kella working on the Subsector RT. Lucho and Aristote moving into Skylights, and there's the phase gate I was talking about. So this is going to give them a real long reach into the map. And they may build this up. Armor 1 is almost complete. Weapons 1 has been completed. That's odd, they went Weapons 1 first. 2 shells are down for Wonga, so 66% effectiveness on Carapace and regen traits. We do have a lurk on the field in the form of Alice, getting a little bit of chip damage as they run by Beta, he runs by Beta, Loop, and Ben. Armor 1 has now been completed, and these 2 skulks have worked on this phase gate. It does go down in time. That's a great job from Wonga. And Alice moving in alone. Cannot overextend. Needs to watch out. Needs to watch out! Oh my gosh! Alice, 12% with regen. Barely gets out into the vents. And with Beta there, you really don't want to be in his line of sights. Aristote now in Subsector. We have seen a Drifter there. Placement by the resource nozzle. Nobody on the ceilings here. Aristote in there, checking about, wondering what's going on. Does see the Drifter. And this is when he should pounce, when he's reloading. Great job, 30% health, and Deathcam strikes again and takes down Aristote. C12 now being worked on by Wonga. They're floating 52 res. They are moving their infestation into Subsector. Virtual Selection has set back up in Pipeline. Here comes Alice right behind Beta here. He's low on health, 78 health, 50 health for Alice as she runs out of there. He or she, I don't know if that's a he or she. I'm just going to say she because of the name. Over in Lucho, Ben and Aristote now moving from Skylights. Kella from the ceilings takes down Ben. Great job there. Kella takes down Aristote. And holy cow, Kella takes down Lucho on fire right there. My own 50% on the RT and Topo. Wonga playing a steady, strong game against VS right now. Working on that economy. 5% on that RT. That RT goes down. VS sitting on 2 with 2 blueprints. Getting one up in Pipeline. Getting another one up in C12. They have reestablished their economy. Now both teams sitting on 4 harvesters. Lucho, Ben, and Aristote have moved to the west side of the map now. And now Aristote pushing back Nobody, who jumped from the ceilings. And this hive, this brand new hive, folks. Oh no. Here comes 3 Marines into here. Lucho, Aristote, and Ben. Here comes Alice. Phase Gate Blueprint is down. 38% on this hive. You guys are seeing the view from Lucho as they are almost going to take this hive down. Alice does go down, and we see that a great job. Look at that. Awesome force beacon back. An IP was destroyed by those 3 skulks. Great job to pull that pressure off of Subsector. Wonga pulling that off. Now these guys, Ben, Aristote, and Lucho moving into Skylights back down to Subsector, but hopefully they can get chipped along the way. RT going down in C12. Wonga is definitely doing a way better job this round. Looks like they really want to take it to VS for using that Merc. Ben, Aristote, and Lucho moving into Subsector. Nobody on the ceiling. Alice shooting spikes down that hallway, trying to stop these guys from coming in. Backed up by Alice, or I'm sorry, by Nobody. He does have the regen trait, as you can see. He's blinking green. A Gorge now in there. Subsector is 69% grown. And Ben Aristote pushed back into Overlook. Meanwhile, over in the Dome, just a blueprint down for VS. And we're seeing Izo moving around there. Alice, I mean, this is a very Alice is a very aggressive lurk. Very aggressive lurk. I would be really careful. Fades now out on the field, or just one. Kella is a fade. Moving in alone here. Now these guys don't have shotguns. I just hear LMG fire. So supported with this lurk. But Kella better be careful. They could both get trapped. I don't know about committing so much to this. I know that they are so low, but it is so important you keep your life forms. Alice does get away, flies into the vents. There goes the health packs, and they are welding each other up. Almost full health here. Now my own coming to help with this and join the fray. Nobody in there as well. 2 fades on the field, making quick work of those Marines in Overlook. Great job. Oh, I see now. Thanks, SMB. You guys know how great I am with these names. Malice. Didn't even see that M there as I just quickly looked at the name. So Malice, and it's a he. Thanks, SMB, for pointing that out. I rely on you guys. I really rely on you guys, especially after the Menzap Mendas debacle. Alright, so Nobody, Kella, and my own in Skylights working on this RT. Great job working on this VS economy. We're seeing now in Pipeline Alice against Loop and Ben as, or Malice. Oh, that's going to get annoying considering I already have gotten used to saying Alice. Flying through that base. Lucho and Aristote now coming through to Skylights to rebuild that RT. We're seeing Gorge Tunnels linking up Subsector and Cargo. For the second hive, they haven't selected it yet. Oh, I don't know if it's actually built yet. Yes, it is built. So they haven't selected their second hive yet. He's probably saving for upgrades right now. He's upgrading biomass there. Shift hive has now been dropped. So that is going to give access to Celerity and Adrenaline once they drop their spurs. And now Loop, Ben, and Beta moving into the main base. That Gorge Tunnel might really help them out. Oh no! Fade down right here in Skylights. Sorry, right there in Skylights as they were going up against these Marines. That is really costly. We're seeing a base rush happening right now in control as those Fades are trying to harass the main base while 3 Marines are in cargo. Malice in there trying to soak up some of this damage. There comes Nobody staking Beta through the heart. Oh, and taking Loop down, and Ben ends up going down as well. Nice save there by Wonga. Whew, this is so far such a great match. Aristote coming from behind. I'm sorry, Izo coming behind Aristote, getting his head taken off. Lucho alone now since his partner died. Lucho taking down Kella, who's only a skulk, but that's taken down by Nobody. Alright, so Wonga has lost 1 Fade in this. We do have my own at 48 P-Res. Could be saving for an Onos. Could go for Fade. Now, Onos' cost 60 now. But their trait upgrades cost 8. So it would cost 76 personal res to get just a 2 traded Onos. Seen my own on the ceiling here, up against Lucho. And now Izo, Nobody, working on this RT in Skylights. My own just, I guess suiciding there in Pipeline. Nobody looking down this hallway right now, just covering Izo. 50% on that RT. Here comes Lucho. Let's see what this fight is going to look like. As you saw right before I went into first person, Umbra has now been researched. Umbra is a defensive cloud that lurks, can put around and spray around their units on the field, and it's an absorption cloud, so it reduces damage by 1/3. It's really, really, really powerful. Malice needs to team up with their Fades, and there's a Drifter moving up to Skylights. This is really interesting positioning right now. If you have a Lurk throwing Umbra down on your attack pack, and then you have a Drifter throwing down Enzyme, Mucus Membrane, and Storm, then you have a very awesome offensive group that could really make short work of Marines. I mean, it's a really, really powerful. Lucho flying, Lucho trying to get this Fade that flew by him, which was Izo. And now Beta is sitting there in C12. And now Nobody is sitting there in Skylights. Aristote watching down with his flashlight. We're seeing a little bit of a fight happening here in C12. They push a Fade away. Beta and Lucho building up that RT. I have to give it to VS. They have really kept up on their economy and back building everything that's been destroyed. Let's take a look at this. Look at that! 9 Harvesters lost for VS, or Extractors lost for VS, versus 0 for Wonga. They have not lost 1 Harvester. And look at this! Wonga trapping VS here in the dome. Mayon goes down. And it looks like Beta and Lucho do successfully push off that Wonga offense. And now we're seeing from the other side Malice coming down through the dome. They're going to be joined by Loop, and Beta is there. They're going to be joined by Ben now. 4 Marines. This is really dangerous. They could just go for a straight rush down to cargo. Oh, and there's a phase gate in the dome. This is another very aggressive phase gate position. Looks like they're just going to leave it. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a phase gate. Sorry. That was just the power. I thought it was a phase gate. But they're moving down, or up into Nanogrid and moving all into here and trying to take them out. Loop gets taken down from behind by Izo. Ben, Lucho, and Beta, the only Marines left. Malice and Izo and a Drifter, the only defenders in Nano. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Kella working on that phase gate in Pipeline. 18%, 13%, 11%, and they do save it. He could have used an Enzyme, and that could have been really great. Nobody now making a little guerrilla strikes into control. Fights happening all over the map right now. Mayon goes down to Beta's shotgun blast. Oh, and they lose their Lurk in Nano! Oh, that is really going to hurt them. I keep saying it, you know, when you're heading into mid to late game, aliens need to hang on to their life forms. It is so imperative. Myon now as an egg. Malice as an, Myon at 70, almost 70 personal res right now. Oh no, a fade! Izo blinks in, gets taken down by Lucho, shotgun blast right outside Nano Grid. Oh my gosh, and they are just wrecking Nano right now. While that's happening, it looks like they're going to try to do some sort of trade here in Pipeline. They're going after their base in Pipeline to try to move them back. Meanwhile, back in the main base, nobody is still harassing in there. So they do take down the phase gate. They're working on the armory. Looks like a new phase gate going up in Nano. Oh my goodness. So now, really strong position. They lost Pipeline, but they gained Nano, and they're going to gain these resource towers if Wonga cannot push them out of there. They're sitting on 5 biomass right now, so they, Wonga can drop a Fade Egg if they really wanted to spend all that res. And I believe a Fade Egg in the new build, someone help me here, is 70 or is it 70 or 75? I know it's high. Or 60? Someone help me out there. Lucho, Loop, Beta, and Ben now building up these RTs. This base is theirs. Now, look at this. Very wisely, Wonga starts sisting into Pipeline to try to grab this out. If they can hold this, then it doesn't matter that VS has Nano. If they can take out the expansions, which they're trying to work on right now, then, VS may be just pinched up in Nano and their main base. So 3 fades out on the field. Malice did use his res. There is an Onos on the field that just went Onos. He's down to 2 res. And base hits there. Malice taking down Aristote. Kella taking down Lucho. And Alien swarming control right now while Kella works on the phase gate. Followed by my own in Nano. Here comes the beacon. These guys got to get out of there. Look at that. There's the enzyme. Oh my god, 40% on my own. He's got to get out of there. Oh my goodness. Oh, Ono's down. Right outside Nano. That was a great beacon. They beaconed to get them out of their main base and then phased through and tagged the Onos. Oh, and what a loss. Basically, no foreseeable damage here. In control. Oh my god, they might lose at Malice. And they might lose nobody. Barely. Izo does live. The Lone Skunk lives while the Fades ran away. So they are now, Kella working on 70% on this Nano Grid. Phase Gate. Beta is the only one alive right now. Kella does take him down. He's going to work after Beta. Takes him down as well. Oh my god, Nano Grid does not have a Phase Gate. Nice base here right outside in Skylights. This is a popular location. 3 fades on the field. We see Izo at almost 0 res, so he's turning into a life form. We're going to see what he pops out with. I forgot what his res was at. Maybe a fade. Yep. 4 fades out on the field now. And they are closing the clamp down on VS right now. Wonga playing a great game. Oh my goodness. Look at these fades coming through left and right. Aristote coming around the corner against these fades with a shotgun. Oh, and the fade goes down. Izo does go down by Aristote. You guys saw that from first person. Great shot. Holy cow. And they have now moved back into Nano. They've dropped the Hive in Pipeline. 45% grown there, and they are wrecking Nano right now. This whole map is Wonga territory. And VS knows it. They are down on just their only extractor. 1 blueprint somewhere on the map. Somewhere. Oh, nope, that's got destroyed. So, just 1. And they are all around here. They're sitting on weapons 2, armor 1, and shotguns. It looks like they're going to try to make some sort of push here. 54 res for nobody. If they can get an Onos out on the field. I don't know if he's going to give up his fade, though. still, you know, with build 250, I've seen some crazy stuff. I'm not even going to call it. Yeah, it looks bad for VS right now, but I'm definitely not going to call it.
Command station under attack.
All right, Beta, Ben, Aristotle, and Loop going straight into sub-access. Meanwhile, still hit-and-run tactics happening in control. Lucho is there, and these guys are going to get swarmed by Fades right now. I'm going to take a look from Aristotle, and actually, let's just take a look at this carnage of what's happening right now. If you guys can follow what's happening, Marines are dying like crazy from all these Fades. Oh my god, they all launch at Beta! Oh, where's his lifeless body? There it is. Oh, and good game called. Wow, Wonga taking it. They are pissed. Wow. Awesome job there by Wonga, playing such a strong alien game. Let's take a look. 14 lost for VS. Team kills 39 to 58. Wonga winning all the engagements. They must have lost that Onos, but they still pulled it out. Awesome. Wow. What a game. What a game, folks. Alright, I'm going to change the map here. Alright, so we're moving on to Summit here now, guys. What an awesome play there by Wonga. They had Nano, and what I liked about what they did is as Nano was being attacked, they, instead of throwing life forms at Nano to try to save it, they took that opportunity to move into pipeline, take out the phase gate, and take out that expansion that was basically down, you know, right by the aliens' front door. So they take that out, they assist into there, they grab it, and then while a two-prong attack happened, they started attacking the main control. They started attacking control, and then while the Marines were dealing with that, started attacking the phase gate down in Nano. And as you saw, a beacon happened. They spread out everyone that was attacking in control, phased through the gate, took down the Onos, but it was too late. They got the phase gate down and then just cornered him on left and right. And that was just such a great play by Wonga. Wow, good job. Calls from the comm there. So these teams now 1-1. And we are moving to arguably the most balanced map in NS2, which is Summit. Let me just put up the teams. So we are 1-1. Alright, so guys, I will be right back. I'm going to grab a Red Bull, and I will be right back with you in just a moment. So give me a bit, 2 minutes, have a quick bio, grab a Red Bull, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I am back and got my Red Bull right here. This time it's the red one, which is cranberry. It's actually quite good. Hide my viewport here. Tell them that I'm back and ready to go. So, alright guys, just gonna read up on the chat here. What's going on with the chat? 80 of you in here enjoying some natural selection too. Make sure you guys, if you guys enjoy my casts or enjoy just following some competitive natural selection too, follow me here on Twitch. Also, my my contact details, I don't know which way, are here somewhere on my left or on my right. Twitch.TV /REDDOG.TV, just hit the follow button, or Twitter as well, @StingRedDog on Twitter. I tweet out a lot, and I tweet all my casts and any other NS2 news that I can get my hands on. And also youtube.com/StingRedDog, that has all my archive matches. I'm starting to upload the full shows onto YouTube as well, which I've been getting a lot of requests for. So everyone's like, oh yeah, we love how you separate the rounds, but can we have the full show? Because some of us want to watch the commentary between rounds and stuff like that. So I'm starting to upload those now as well. Those are obviously really long. But anyways, so yeah, hit a sub over there as well, and I'll keep feeding you some NS2 stuff. Lots of new people in the community now, and let them know about competitive NS2, because the NSL would love more teams to be signing up and playing competitively. Again, this game is so much fun to play competitively, and so much more fun for me to cast it competitively. I just think it's so exciting. So yeah, go ahead and do that. So it looks like both teams are ready here. Open up my Red Bull here. I know, and you guys are like, God, you should get a sponsorship from Red Bull. I really should. I should like cut up all my videos and edit all the times I've brought up Red Bull, and then send them that clip and be like, hey, don't pay me, just send me free Red Bull. I think that would be a good deal. Alright, so here we go. We have a ready call from VS, and waiting for a ready call from Wonga. It looks like they're just discussing strategy right now. I like this map. If you haven't seen this map, if you're new to NS2, this is Summit. It's got 5 tech points: Atrium, Flight Control, Sub-Access, Data Core, and Crossroads is the middle tech point. Very favorite for Marines is to rush Crossroads and establish a phase gate there, establish a foothold on the map, because from Crossroads you can basically hit anywhere pretty quickly. My favorite aggressive phase gate positions on this map are right here in Crevice, also right here in Ventilation, or Pipe Junction actually is really aggressive. I mean, I guess you can't get more aggressive than plopping a phase gate right in their base, but you know. Computer Lab is another great phase gate position. Also, this is funny because in vanilla, before you could build on Infestation, sometimes in Infestation, if you had an alien base here in Data Core, they forgot to infest behind this wall here, which is quite interesting. I'll just show you what this looks like. So they forgot to infest here. So what Marines sometimes would do is just sneak in there, drop a phase gate right in here, and then obviously fight. Now this is obviously if they didn't start in this room, if the aliens took it over after they were there and the power was up and the aliens forgot to take down the power. I've seen that happen, and it's just ridiculous when that happens, because you're like, oh my god, they're literally building it in your backyard. Welcome everybody here. We will do, okay, we have a ready call from Wonga. I'm gonna start the vote. Alright, and here we go. Wonga versus Virtual Selection, round 3. They are sitting at 1-1 right now. It's gonna be a great round 3. one is gonna move ahead. Alright, good luck, have funs all around. And we're gonna see a start here soon. Alright, and there's a start. So, Wonga starting as Marines in Data Core, and Virtual Selection starting as Aliens in Flight Control. God, the tension between these teams is so high because of that Merc issue. It almost makes it even better to watch because these teams, at least Wonga, really hates VS right now. Alright, so Aristote getting caught in Crossroads. We got a four Skulk push into Pipe Junction. They know that now that they've taken down my own, they know they gotta run in there really fast. The Marines are all out of position. It looks like they're gonna try to go for a rush. Beta takes down Mega. Oh no.
Command station.
Oh no, this actually might work out. All of the Marines are out of position. There goes the IP. And none of them can spawn right now. The comm is out of the chair. And this is not looking good for them. Nobody is alive. He's just taking down Ben. And now Alice is running in there. I don't think they have enough to drop an IP because they're at 17. So IPs, I believe, cost 20 now. Someone check me on that. But yeah, oh boy, they cannot spawn and they have to wait. There it is. So it does cost 20 because they're at 27. So they're building that so quick. Okay, they do build that. So they are getting reinforced. So they are now sitting 1 minute 30 seconds into this match. They are really on their back foot. So quite wisely goes for Armor 1 right away to kind of make sure they save themselves from a few more bites before they go down. My own going solo into ventilation. And I don't know about this. Death cam on my own. Looks like he's gonna end up taking down Lucho. Oh, and taken out from the back by Ben. As Ben flies at his face. Malice, Kella, and nobody in Glass Hallway. Beta in the vents there as they move into Reactor Core and see that. 2 Marine push now in Pipe Junction. Loop come around the corner at 35% health, getting shot at by ISO. Alright, so we're seeing now a little bit of positioning on the map. They're trying to grab their expansions right now. It's very important. Wonga, oh gosh, Beta does take down Malice. It's very important that Wonga right now, look at what VS is doing. It's so important that Wonga tries to establish some sort of economy right now with grabbing their naturals, but Virtual Selection is trying to pin them in. Great job there by My Own and ISO in Pipe Junction, taking down 2 Skulks, and then Loop runs off. And they're moving into ventilation to try to grab this expansion there. Reactor Core is already established, and they're going to move into Atrium to try to grab that as well. We see the Sys Chain for Virtual Selection has moved into sub-access. They're floating 57 res right now with just 2 Harvesters. Crag Hive has just been completed 3 minutes, 20 seconds into this match. So it looks like we're going to see the shells being dropped pretty soon. He can drop almost 3 of them right in a row. They cost 20 each, which is really going to help them. Carapace and Regen. We're seeing nobody in Reactor Core as Malice took down a Skulk below. Taking down Beta. Aristote coming in for the kill. Does take down Malice. And nobody is up against Aristote right now, who's really trying to use this center column. Show you what it looks like. This center column right here. Oh, and he does get taken out. And he's going to work on that RT. Seeing back down ISO. So we are seeing Loop in the vents here, up against Lucho. Here comes the rest of them. My Own back there with ISO as they come through. My Own taking down Beta. It looks like he's definitely going to get in trouble. ISO was taken out as well. 2 shells now have been completed, and I believe he did save the 20 for the 3rd shell. So 66% effectiveness on Carapace right now. Malice, nobody, and Izo coming down the ramps in Pipe Junction. Biomass 2 has started for VS. Kella and Beta, knowing that they're there here in Crevice, and Kella apparently floating in midair. We're seeing nobody and Izo now running into sub-access. They don't have any other upgrades other than Armor 1 right now. I mean, they can't really afford anything right now. Alice now backing up nobody and Izo in sub-access. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, my own up in Reactor Core, shooting down the hallway against Aristote, and all of Virtual Selection coming, almost all of Virtual Selection coming into sub-access with the Enzyme Cloud going down. You're going to make quick work of Wonga's Marines down in sub-access, and there comes that Drifter to help build those sys. So Malice now moving into Pipe Junction up against Beta. Beta coming from the ceilings to getting 1 good bite, 2 good bites, 3, and he's down. Nobody coming up a little bit late, and we're seeing a really far push from Kella coming all the way across the map alone. This is not a smart move. He's getting cornered by these 2 skulls. Does get taken down by Lucho while these guys move into Atrium. Meanwhile, my own is up against these 2 skulls. Beta comes right from behind him and takes him down while his attention was on Aristote. And now Malice is coming in to see if he can do any type of damage, but he's going to be up against 3 skulks right now. There goes the health packs. I don't think it's going to be enough. Kella coming up a little bit too late, backed up by my own. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, nobody and Izo down in sub-access. Wow. So this is really interesting. I mean, I know that Wonga is putting a lot of pressure down in sub-access, but, I mean, you're floating 71 res right now. I mean, first of all, where's your 3rd shell? 7 minutes into this game, you're floating 75 res. I think you can spend 20 on your 3rd shell to get 100% carapace and regen for your units. So this is just really odd. It seems as though I mean, he's not even in the hive right now. Just got back in it. Lucho just got back in it and dropped the sub-access hive just now. He still has enough to drop another shell if he wanted to. Looks like he's gonna try. Oh, it looks like he did. Just saw it tick down. So Malice, my own, walking into Atrium. They have to backtrack into Reactor Core. We're gonna get the view from Loop as he watches these 2s come in. Oh, and before he can jump, he gets tagged in midair. Great shot by Malice. Aristote now trying to parasite my own. And a fight happening here in the main base. Shotguns are out. This is really going to help them. There's the 3rd shell. And we're seeing here that a shell was sniped by Kella from the north end of flight control. Really good shot. I mean, I don't know how he kind of tagged that from here. Probably from here. But he did take down a shell, which is quite expensive. Aristote still in Reactor Core up against Malice. 2 Marines now, nobody and Izo moving down into ventilation. And we're seeing now 3 fades are on the field as Kella gets tossed into the abyss. And now with 3 fades on the field, this may definitely change the game. Especially with just LMGs, Weapons 1, Armor 1. They have to be ready with shotguns. And now, more than anything, Wonga needs to be using the buddy system. So now there goes the Enzyme Cloud. Ben taking down Izo with that fade. And this loop is basically blinking back and forth. There's an Enzyme. Nobody better back off. He's slowly gonna back away. Here comes the fades. Oh, that is scary coming at you. 3 shells now have been completed. 100% carapace and regen traits for Virtual Selection. Wonga sitting on 2 extractors versus 4 for Virtual Selection. And we're seeing Ben coming around the corner. He hears Kella and my own and runs off the other way. He's now joined by Lucho, so they're going to launch into this. Now, Obviously, Kella and Myone want to keep the fight here and keep it in a small hallway because they do not want to be out in the open where these Fades have extra mobility. You want to bait them, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bait them into this corner. Nope, they're kind of moving down now in. Oh, nope. They're going to get squeezed here. Oh, boy. Let's see what this looks like. 4 Fades now on these guys. Beta taking down Kella, Luke taking down Myone, and they just got sandwiched there. And now Marine coming down into sub-access. Biomass 3 has started, so has Bilebomb. Nobody and Izo in sub-access. These 4 Fades are flying across the map. They are going to meet Malice and Kella in Glass Hallway. It looks like Ben may overextend himself. 30% health as he gets out of there. 1 Marine down, and it looks like these Marines in sub-access are going to get cleaned up by those Fades. 4 Fades on the map. They do have Carapace. I just saw Lucho grab Carapace a regen. And now with these Fades on the map, really low P-res for Wonga. This is just not good. Sub-access now has been finished. Beta and Lucho taking down Myone and Malice. And it's tough. I mean, Reactor Core is now under fire. They're going to be down to just 2 RTs and 1 if Atrium goes down as well. If these guys don't push out, Kella getting taken down there by Loop. It's just crazy. This is such an uphill battle for Wonga right now. Beta sitting at 20 and 6 KD ratio. So now Leap has started. That RT does end up going down. Wonga getting completely annihilated here in Reactor Core. Oh boy, and they are all being sent back. I would not be surprised if we see a GG pretty soon here in the next few minutes, because I do not know what else Wonga can do. Aristote at 55 P-res on virtual selection side, so very close to going Onos. There's Leap has been completed. Bilebomb is almost going to get completed. Weapons 2 is halfway done. I mean, if they can tag, Weapons 2 shotguns, if they can tag these, in groups and tag these Fades pretty well, then they can start taking down these life forms. But these, you can see the skill of these Fades is really good. Now we're seeing a Shift Hive has been chosen as virtual selection's second hive. That's going to allow the ability for the alien comm to drop spurs, which is going to open 2 traits to upgrade to for the aliens, and that's celerity and adrenaline. Again, you need to drop 3 of those because each one gives 33% effectiveness for those traits, all the way up to 3 for 100% effectiveness. Loop and Ben coming in, taking down Izo. Kella, the only one left. It looks like he's going to get stabbed through the heart here by Ben unless he gets some nice shots, and he does! Kella does take down Ben in Pipe Junction. That's a good win for Wonga. If they can try to do a little bit of damage here in Atrium, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen, they do get eaten alive there. Izo now coming in alone in Reactor Core, trying to hold them off, protecting this RT, which is their only other one. Kella sitting in Pipe Junction. Biomass 5 has started. Lucho taking down Izo, which is going to leave this open. They have Phase Gate Tech. They can try to get some sort of footing on this map, but it doesn't look like that's going to be able to happen. I mean, Crossroads has been dropped 9% grown on the Crossroads Hive. These guys are getting annihilated all over the place, and here comes Ben and Beta inside here. They're turning this IP into a meat grinder. There comes the beacon. Precious resources lost on a beacon. 1 spur has been completed. Wonga sitting on 1 RT with 3 team res and very, very low P-res for each team member. Aristote at 66 P-res for the aliens. He could go Onos. 1 more tick, 1 more res tick to 68, and he'll be able to get an Onos with Carapace or Adrenaline with one of those traits. Lucho up against my own there in ventilation. My own get taken down. I mean, things could happen right now. I mean, the worst thing that could happen, the virtual selection looks like they do have it. I mean, the worst thing that could happen right now is losing all these fades in like succession. That would really set the game back for them and give Wonga a chance to breathe, because right now they are really getting choked. Let's take a look at this map. Look at this, 6 extractors lost for Wonga, 0 harvesters lost for virtual selection. As far as team kills, 28 to 59. So virtual selection, I mean, we can already see, we didn't need a graph to tell us that virtual selection was winning most of the engagements on this map. Kella goes down there in Crossroads. And Wonga is still hanging on. They are making VS work for it right now, and here comes 2 fades now into Data Core. Maybe they can lure them in here, just like some false sense of security, and blast some of these fades away, but as these fades blink in and out, they're just continuing to take down these guys. Let's take a look at what this carnage, whoa, and oh, the fade does actually go down while I hit the freaking wrong button. So fade goes down. At least we know what engagement that fade went down at. Here in Data Core. Me and my fat fingers. So Aristote outside in Pipe Junction, and there we go. Good game called from Wonga. Well played for VS. So now VS goes 2-1. And there they go. Virtual Selection wins that 2-1 on Summit. We'll wait for the official words as Wonga hits the ready room.
Command station under attack.
And it looks like one is hanging on. Izo is hanging on for good measure. And just extending the time we have to sit here and look at this screen. Come on, just F4, man. You don't need to just stay there. There we go. Alright. So,
Command station
like
taking
just gonna
damage.
kind of stick in there. There we go. Virtual Selection wins. Official. Fade down, fade down. Alright folks, so what you saw was a definite pinch against, I mean what you saw was a crazy pinch against Wonga. I'm just shutting down some screens right now. 88 of you kind of witnessed Wonga getting pinned there in Data Core. Virtual Selection using those fades as such a, you know, to their advantage. Now, we have to bring up that Wonga really started bad. I mean, with that rush that VS did in the beginning, took out their only IP, took out most of their Marines. Their Marines were out of position when that rush started. They started, you know, slowly coming back, and as you guys saw, the ones from Crossroads Ventilation started running back. Finally, they're in Data Core to deal with the rest of the Skulks, but a minute 30 into it, they lost their IP. The Skulks were dead, yeah, but they had to recycle their reactor core extractor to gain money to go ahead and drop an IP, because timing was so crucial. They needed to drop that so quickly before Wonga respawned and ran right back into that base and shut the game down. That could have well been a 2.5 minute game, but props to Wonga for trying to recover during that. But with a bad start like that, especially with, you know, you have a bad start in your base, you have a bad start with your upgrade, you have a bad start with your economy. It's if they came back from that, that would have been amazing. Not saying they couldn't have, but it was definitely interesting to see. So moving now into this last round, Virtual Selection is ahead 2-1 against WongaNS on Summit. So we're going to get started here pretty soon. forgot to drink my so a little bit of smack talking happening right now. A little bit of smack talking from Wonga. So I just have to kind of say in there to keep it civil. Little taunting being thrown there by Wonga at VS. We got an apology from one of Wonga's members for the member that actually said something, so I just said keep it civil and keep it in team chat if you have to talk like that. This is the NSL. We're all trying to just keep it high quality and professional here, and good sportsmanship. Alright, so almost there. Hit the raffle cast goal. We'll do a raffle. Lots of you in here watching some NS2. Thanks so much for being here. I don't have a guest caster today. There's been a lot of matches to cast, so all the casters are pretty much spread out all over the place. So I can't wait to see what happens this weekend. Just to let you know, we have we're resuming the weekly State of the Game show that's going to be hosted on the official Twitch.tv/naturalselection2 channel. That is, if you don't know about the show, check below. I have links to all the episodes we've done so far. That show consists of our fearless show leader, Wasabi1, as well as, and we're joined by myself, Versal from Nexel, and Bitey. So check out that show coming up this Saturday. You'll see the time below my in my weekly schedules. All right. So I'm just reading up in the chat. I don't really get to read up on the chat much because I'm always trying to talk to you guys, but bear with me. I do like reading the chat. Yeah, you never know when 4 fades might lemming suicide in crevice. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, sometimes you can't call games because even though it looks good, again, we know in this new build, or probably just in natural selection in general, you know, aliens losing life forms mid to late game is tough. That's really tough to recover from. Those are so precious. And if they lost those 4 fades, it would have just basically, whoop, reset the game. Blazing fast expansion. Yeah, they can't get out a data card. It's a beacon. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so looks like they're still discussing strategy right now. So I already made my announcement. Also, speculate. I saw, you know, we saw a tweet from the at NS2 Twitter account that said, big announcement tomorrow. Huge. Speculations? Anybody? Just type it. What do you think they're going to be announcing? Ready call here from Wonga as we move into this last round. So we'll just need a ready call from BS. We're ready to go. It's good. Ninja, it's good that you couldn't read it. Full screen on drama. No. No full screen on drama. But again, it just makes this more exciting, right? Because you know Wonga just wants to kill VS. They really want to take their heads off. So Wonga, you know, unveiled did a really good alien game. So their alien game might be really strong. I mean, they're blaming, as from what I can see, they're blaming a lot of this on, you know, on VS's Merc. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's the Merc? 115 for the raffle. I've gotten 356 people in here before, so 115 is not much. All right. Nobody. ISO. Come on, let's go. I think they're still discussing strategy here. So if you guys are just joining us right now, welcome. This is Natural Selection 2. You guys just missed an on-sale weekend. There we go. VS has done it. Let's do the vote. Reset game. And here we go. Alright, guys. Alright, here we go. Virtual Selection versus WongaNS. Moving into the final round here on Summit. And we're gonna get started here pretty soon. We just did the vote for the reset. There's the reset. Someone needs to jump into the comm chair. There we go. Alright, WongaNS starting as aliens in Atrium. And we're seeing in sub-access, Virtual Selection starting as Marines, going out for a 3-1 split. Where's the other one? Where's the other Marine? Okay, yeah, 3-2. And we're seeing here that these Wonga Skulks are just, they're not rushing base, they're just positioning right now around the map. One in Crossroads. We got one in Data Core, one in Pipe Junction, two in Pipe Junction. Crag Hive as the first one. These three have met up and they're being very sneaky right now in Pipe Junction. We're seeing a quick Hydra Farm and Clog Wall, clogging off Reactor Core. Loop and Ben moving in to Flight Control. Alright, so quickly, Wonga grabbing that Crag Hive. They're going to be dropping down the Shell in a very good spot, which is usually right here. Myone and Alice. So far, no blood has been spilled on this game yet. It's just a lot of positioning. Oh my God, ISO coming right behind Beta. Does take him down, and Lucho. That's gonna leave Lucho alone there. Oh, Lucho, did he fall? No, he didn't fall. All right, I thought he fell into the abyss, and that clears ventilation up. Here comes the Gorge, Kella from behind. And Loop and Ben moving through Flight Control, through Summit Reception, and into Crevice. Looks like they're going to apply a lot of pressure at that Atrium Hive. Beta now, and Lucho wanting a little bit of revenge as these three Skulks pressure VS's main base. And look at this positioning that's happening. We're seeing here from Lucho's point of view, he just bought some mines. Very smart. Oh wow, gets taken out from behind, and look at this! Wonga cleaning it up! Two Marines in Atrium! Two Marines are in Atrium right now. Mega there trying to do this, but it looks like, wow! It looks like Wonga has cleared the Marines in sub-access, and they're coming up, and it looks like they're gonna kill the IP! Lucho does go down! But they do still have to deal with, and there's the good game! Good game goes nice! Wow! Wonga just throwing everything aside and saying, screw you, we are going 2-2 on this! Holy cow! Wow! Alright, let me get my screen back here. Holy cow, guys. Wow, I'm really white on my screen. Hold on, let me start to fix that. I don't even have my window open. I'm really white. Alright, well, there you go, guys. There you have it. That's it. I'm just going to read up real quick as you guys are viewing this. Let me just look over here real quick as to what you guys are seeing, because I'm delayed, so I have to open up my dashboard. Wow, that was really good. So, guys, that was it for today. Check my schedule for tomorrow. We were actually going to do Teamwork and Tactics versus Packet Loss today, but Teamwork and Tactics basically has forfeited like their previous match, so I didn't know if they were going to play today. So I kind of switched it up because I saw these guys were playing at the same time. So, anyways. Alright guys, so that is it for me. We hit 88 people here for the cast, which is close, but no cigar for the raffle cast. We've given away a lot of games over the last few days. So it's been a lot of fun. I wanted to thank everybody here for donating to the channel, whether it be a cash donation or a Steam game. So if you have a Steam game that you want to donate to the raffle, give them over. If you're never going to play it, let's give it to a gamer that will play it. So you can always find me on Steam and just gift it over to me, or send me a Twitch mail and let me know that you want to donate a game. I'll put your name down in the donator list below. Thank you everyone there that has donated so far. This is how we get it done, and I really, really love your guys' support. Follow me on Twitter @StingRedDog, youtube.com/StingRedDog, as well as follow me here on Twitch. Guys, it has been great. I will see you tomorrow for the next NSL European Open 2013 matchup. Take care and good night.